Okay, Shabbat Shalom. Hi, everybody. We're just going to ask live control to unmute on Zoom if you can. We accidentally muted everyone, and we just need live control. Oh, there you go. I think they are. Yes, they are. Okay, perfect. Very nice. Okay, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Glad you're all here. It's so crowded you can't find a spot. Yeah, I was afraid that would happen, but we'll hold the crowds back. Well, of course, we have our Zoom community, our digital community on our multiple live streaming platforms. I think I'm right here. I have Isaac with me on the Bima. Hopefully, Joanna and our other two boys will follow. So we'll sing a song. Oh, here they are. Hey, guys. We'll sing a song that speaks of us welcoming each other and how nice and how sweet it is to be together. The words Hinei Matov Umanayim. Hinei Matov Umanayim שבר אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבר אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבר אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבר אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבר אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבר אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבר אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבר אחים גם יחד. Hi, Ron. Hi, Ann. Shabbat Shalom. It sure is nice to be welcoming in Shabbat together. Of course, we all come for our own reasons, right? We've all got our own shtick. We all have our reasons for being here to sit in the sanctuary and pray, but it doesn't really matter, does it? What matters is that we're here together, welcoming Shabbat with the songs and the psalms of Shabbat, the joy and the melodies and the music. So sing with me. Nobody's listening. Nobody knows if you can't. Yeah, Elizabeth's pointing to this guy. Nobody knows if you can't keep a tune. Well, Isaac maybe, but nobody else knows. We're on page 11. Lechu neranena l'Adonai nariya letzur yishenu nekadma fanav betoda bizmiron nariya lo lechu neranena l'Adonai nariya letzur yishenu nekadma fanav betoda bizmiron nariya lo yalalai yalai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai yalai lai yai lai yai lai yai lai 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 yai lai yai lai 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 yai lai 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 נרננה לאדוני נהריגי לצור אישנו נקדמה פניו בתודה בזמירות נריע לו. We'll keep the music going and the melodies going. This one we'll sing. We usually don't do this, but we'll do it because my two boys are right here, and it's one of their favorite songs. Yismechu Hashamayim, page 14. You ready, guys? Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Yismechu Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Humlo, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Humlo, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Humlo, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Humlo. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. So of course, we all know this melody because we've been singing it now for probably about a year or so. It's fairly simple, so if you're not familiar with it, that's okay. You can follow along once you get comfortable singing it. The words are on the top of page 18. Zamru ladonai bechinor. Let us break out into joyful singing on this Shabbat. My boys know it, of course, and it begins with a nigun. A nigun means a melody with no words. So what is a nigun? A nigun are really the words that live inside us. So yalailai, oy, whatever kind of week you've had, oh boy, I don't know. Just let it out. Whatever comes out is fine. So we'll sing together. We're on page 18. Yalai, 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 Zamru ladonai bechinor, bechinor v'kol zimra, v'chatzot tzarot v'kol shofar, hariu lifnei hamelech Adonai. Yalalai, 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 Yai, yai, lai, lai, lai. Yai, lai, yai, lai, lai, yai, lai, 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 yai, lai, lai, lai. Yai, lai, yai, lai, lai, yai, 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 lai, lai, lai. Hiram hayam umlo. Yai, lai, lai, lai. Yai, 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 lai, lai, lai. Yai, lai, 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 lai. Yai, lai, ya 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 la la, ya ya la la. Really, what Shabbat is all about is about, well, among many things. It's about letting that inner voice come out, singing the songs that bring us joy, spending time with the people who bring us the most joy in our lives. And of course, if those people are far away from you, maybe FaceTiming them or calling them, or if those people are no longer here, spending a moment with them in silence, on your own, just thinking. So we'll turn to page 23 for Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi asks us to imagine Shabbat as our beloved. In a sense, we get married to this day. So whatever Shabbat means for you, we spend a little bit of time meditating on the theme of Shabbat, the concept of Shabbat, and how important it is to our lives. Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala. Penei Shabbat nekabela Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad hishmiyanu El ha-meyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shem u'letiferet v'heniתי lecha dodi likrat kahala penei Shabbat nekabela לקראת שבת לכו אל חגים וגור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה סוף ומעשה במחשבה תחילה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה קום ויצא מתוך הפך רב לך שבט בעמק הבחר ויחמול עלייך חמלה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה. Page 25 איי 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 לך דודי איי 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 לקראת קהלה איי 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 פני שבת נקבלה איי 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 לך דודי איי 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 לקראת קהלה איי 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 פני שבת נקבלה והיו למשיסו שוסייך ורחקו כל מבלייך יסיס עלייך אלוהייך תמסוס חתן על כלה איי 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 לך אדוני איי 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 לקראת קהלה איי 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 פני שבת נקבלה ימין ושמאל תפרוצי את אדוני תעריצי על ידי ישבין פרצי ונשמחה ונגילה איי 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 לך דודי איי 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 לקראת קהלה איי 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 פני שבת נקבלה איי 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 לך דודי איי 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 לקראת קהלה הללי פני שבת נקבלה בואי ושלום התרד פעלה גם בשמחה ובצולה תוך אמוני סגולה בואי קלה לך דודי לקראת קהלה P'nei Shabbat nekabela. Hallelujah. 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 So Shabbat is now here. We can light the candles for Shabbat to bring in the warmth and the spirit of Shabbat. You ready to light the candles? You want to light it? Let's do it. And as we light the candles, we'll say the bracha together. Baruch atah Adonai. Go like this. Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidishanu b'mitzvotav, v'etzivanu להדליק נר של Shabbat. We may be seated. The Psalm for Shabbat on page 27, and then we'll sing together at the bottom of page 28. Tzadik katamar, the righteous will flourish like the date palm, thrive like a cedar of Lebanon, reminding us to be upright, to remain upright during times of trouble, reminding us to be centered when we feel like we're a little shaky. We'll sing together in just a moment, the bottom of page 28, Tzadik Katamar. You okay, Rob? Tzadik Katamar Yifrach Ke'erez Balvanon Shetulim beveit Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu od yinuvon beseva v'shenim v'ra'ananim להגיד כי ישר אדוני צורי ולא עוולה תבוא. We'll turn virtuoso. We'll turn to the service of Ma'ariv, which is known as the evening service attributed to Jacob, who would go out into the fields and speak to God, speak to himself, meditate, and chant. And so we'll begin with a chant with the words Yai Lai Lai, leading into the Baruch Hu, the call to community, the call to worship, on page 39. Ya la la ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la la. ברכו את אדוני המבורך Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Vaed. Yananai, 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 nai, 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 ya, lai, 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 ya, lai, lai, la, la, lai, 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 lai. We may be seated, the first of the two blessings before the Shema, page 39. El Chai v'Kayam Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai HaMa'ariv Aravim. Yadai, 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 yadai. The final blessing before the Shema, page 40. ועבדך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. Ready to do the Shema? Let's do the Shema, guys. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך. Continue privately with the passages of the Shema, page 42. Adonai Elohechem Emet. A song that means a great deal to our family and I know to our community, Hashkivenu. It's a song that we've been singing since I got here, probably even predated. It's okay. Predated my. Oh, maybe it's not okay. I think you unplugged the keyboard. All right, by the way, there's got to be some kind of biblical source for parents not being held responsible for anything their kids touch or destroy or do. So hang on a second. I think we just unplugged everything. All right. I don't know, maybe this will work. Maybe it won't. That's okay. Okay. So we were talking about Hashkivenu. It's a wonderful prayer on page 45, and the key word in there is sukkah. We know this word because we speak about it very shortly after, or as part of the high holiday experience when we sit in our sukkah, in our tent. And this prayer asks God to put us or to cover us with a tent, with Sukkot Shalom, a tent of peace. And of course, that's what parents try to do with their children. We try to shield them with peace. So when we sing, we think about the peace that we can offer each other, the peace that is offered to us, the peace that we can create, the peace that we can touch and feel, but also the peace that we know is fleeting, and the peace that we know takes a lot more work than just our prayers and our words. Well, let's sing together Hashkivenu. We're on page 45. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom vehamidenu malakeinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom vehamidenu malakeinu lechaim. Ushmor tzeiteinu Lechaim u'leshalom me'ata ve'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom ve'hamidenu malakeinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom vehamidenu malkeinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom vehamidenu malkeinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom vehamidenu malkeinu lechaim. Page 46. The commandment to keep Shabbat holy, Vishamru. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asod et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam v'lidoram. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asod et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam v'lidoram. Beini uvein v'nei Yisrael oti le'olam, oti le'olam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ולידולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ולעולם. ביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ולעד עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ולעד עולם. לדורותם ולעד עולם, לדורותם ולעד עולם. יאי נאי 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 יאי לי אדוני. יא לי 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 שפתי תפתח. יא לי 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 ופי יגיד, ופי יגיד תהילתך. יא לי 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 אדוני. יא לי 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 שפתי תפתח. יא לי 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 ופי יגיד, ופי יגיד תהילתך. יא לי 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 אדוני. יא לי 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 שפתי תפתח. יא לי 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 ופי יגיד, ופי יגיד תהילתך. יא לי 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 אדוני. יא לי 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 שפתי תפתח. יא לי 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 ופי יגיד, ופי יגיד תהילתך. If the Spirit moves you, we'll take a few moments now to turn inward, to pray the words of our heart and our soul, the Amidah. If you want to explore the Siddur, you can do that. If you want to take a look at the formal Hebrew text, you can do that too, pages 47 through 52. If you just want to sit for a moment and reflect on the week that's passed, you can do that too. So take a moment to pray in a way that's comfortable for you, the Amidah. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. ועל כל יושבי תבל ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. עושה שלום, במרומם. הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. I had something to say about the Parsha today, but the truth is I really don't remember what it is, and that's because I'm sitting here listening to the sounds of my kids singing. And you know, as we all watch the devastating reports coming from Ukraine, we see children having to kiss their fathers goodbye. It's heartbreaking, of course. But I think it's hard to ignore the fact that we feel so lucky and so blessed through it all. So I know this week's Torah portion is a double portion of Tazria Mitzorah. I know what it talks about. But as I was sitting here listening to my kids sing, I completely forgot what I was going to say. And I guess it's okay because, well, now they're going to remind me for weeks that this is I think it's okay because I think it just says something about our humanness, that we get distracted sometimes by worldly events that bring us deep anxiety, and we then by contrast are filled up by the things that really make us whole. And I guess that's the message of the Torah, really, in general, is that we find comfort in those things that make us whole, and we spend a lot of time with those things. Because ultimately, that's what really matters. So we'll go to Aleinu, which is on page 55, and then we'll 56, 55, 56. So you all know it. Aleinu לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל עמונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נותן שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב קרוב השמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגופי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו וזולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. על כן נקבל לך אדוני. ככתוב בתורתך למלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. Go to the Mourner's Kaddish, which can be found on page 58, remembering those who no longer walk this earth, but whose legacy inspires us. We remember this week as a congregation Lynn Goldman, Saleh Masri, Milton Nemeth, Marjorie Paris, Faye Sheldon, Berta Weissman, Isidore Bornstein, Jacob Mazer, Max Myers, Goldie Newman, Irving Wylog, Sylvia Balin, Robert Consor, Irving Fierman, Lester Gordon, Nira Koplovich, Helen Rifkin, Joshua Friedfertig, Jeanette Grosser, Ida Katzen, George Leaf, Joseph Rosen, Paul Warmstein, Lucille Allen, Lillian Berger, Sharon Blum, Regina Honigman, Martin Juster, Helen Korn, Jane Siegel, Stuart Wine, Harold Efron, Ellen Emmerich, Gerda Langendorf, Sydney Sackett, Sima Wagner, Milton Walsey, Samuel Ziff, Frank Korn, Ida Kraut, Florence Lewis, and Miriam Weitzman. The mourners Kaddish will say together now on page 58, Yit Kadal V'Yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah. Be'alma divra kirute v'yamlich malchute v'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayeh d'chol beit Yisrael v'agala u'izman kari v'imru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah mevorach li'olam li'omei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shmei d'Kedusha b'richu. La'elah mikol bir chata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma v'imru Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom b'imrumav v'ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. We may all be seated. We don't typically do announcements on Friday evening, but there are some really important things that I think are worth hearing about, and it's my privilege to announce one of these things in particular. On Thursday afternoon at 4, you can log into the Academy for Jewish Religion's ordination ceremony, where our Steve Axon, our rabbinic intern, the oldest ordained rabbi in the history, I believe, I don't know, Steve can correct me, proving that age means absolutely nothing. Steve, our rabbinic intern, our Atidat Ami rabbinic intern, Steve, will become a rabbi, Rabbi Steve Axon, although we've considered him a rabbi for so many years, but he will become ordained on Thursday. And whatever you got going on, cancel your plans. I know that I will be watching. Wait, Isaac, stop. You're by the stairs. You're by the stairs, okay? Come. Here, hold on to the banister, okay? So, Steve is going to be ordained. He's going to become a rabbi. That's Thursday, 4 o'clock. If you want the link, just call the office. Eric, Eve, somebody, if I have it, will be happy to give you the link. And then Passover, the second night of Passover, we're having a party, folks. So if you want to see a little crazy, and if you want to get in the Passover spirit, join our second night of Passover Seder, which will be here. Not here, but there. Yeah, here, there, whatever, in the other room. That's April 16th, 6 o'clock. It's a Saturday night. So if you were planning to go out on the town and drink, you can drink here. The Manischewitz, I promise you, it'll light your soul on fire. You're bringing the real wine. Okay. Here, Isaac, why don't you come with me? Come, baby. Here, you come with me. Because we still have to sing one more song, okay? Come on, Bobby. And there's a whole bunch of stuff, but you'll find out about that tomorrow during the announcements. Those were really the two that I wanted to highlight. And, of course, the annual benefit concert on May 1st.
What's that bump to get in?
That's just a cable for the computer. Okay. So now we're going to make Kiddush, and did you just crash into the piano? I'm sorry, baby. We're going to make Kiddush, and we're going to sing whatever the song of your choice. Maybe Oseh Shalom, Adon Olam. We'll figure it out as we go. Let's rise for Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'avav ratzon inchilanu zikaron l'maaseh v'reshit. כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, בשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון, הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת. Amen. Okay, guys, we're going to sing Oseh Shalom, okay? Wait, so Isaac, here, you stand right here with Bobby. Wait, baby, here. I'm going to play the piano and you guys sing, okay? All right, and everybody's going to sing with you. Okay, let's sing Oseh Shalom together. Here we go. עושה שלום ממרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. Yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla yalla la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la la yalla la. Oseh shalom imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Come here. ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. יאללה לה 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 לה, יאללה יאללה לה, יאללה לה 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 לה, יאללה לה 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 לה, יאללה לה 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 לה, יאללה לה לה לה, יאללה לה 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 לה, יאללה לה 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 לה, יאללה לה 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 לה, יאללה יאללה לה, יאללה לה 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 לה, יאללה לה לה. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 9:30. Good Shabbos. That's my talit. Shabbat.
I got a cold, that's why I'm wearing a mask.
All right.
I took the test, I'm negative.
Okay, good.
I wanted to show you a picture.
How you doing?
I
Okay.
found this was a couple of,
Is that your wedding? Is that you?
that woman is Anne Frank's mother.
Prince
Her
Mom.
name is Edith Hollander.
You related?
I don't think
No.
so. We can't make it.
Oh my
touch.
God.
But
That's crazy.
my granddaughter found this. Her maiden name was Edith
Wow.
Hollander.
Wow.